All right. Good morning, Fanatics. Let me change my screen. Can you guys hear me? Can I just get a very quick yes in the chat if you can just hear my voice loud and clear? So we can actually get started because it's London Open. All right, I'm getting the yeses, usually with a little bit of a delay, so that's not very good. YouTube is, the live stream is, a little bit having a little delay. All right, so welcome everyone. Good morning. Good to see you all here. David, Wisdom, Victor, Amon is there. Mihai, welcome brother. Michael, Godwin, Majid is there. Very nice. I see a lot of familiar names, so very good to have you all here, guys. You know what we're going to do today? We're just going to have a look at the market again. We're going to have some time for questions. We're going to see how yesterday opened. What are we going to do today? The market is moving right now, so we better get focused. And let's see what we can do today. Maybe we're going to take a trade, although I don't think so, because for me, like, the opportunity on Euro USD is already gone. I'm going to discuss it in a bit. So let's see. I'm still going to be monitoring my charts as well, looking to take some live trades. I'm going to let you know. Hopefully we can do that so we can keep it more engaging. And yes, so without further ado, let's not waste any time. I'm just going to roll the intro and we are going to get into the analysis. All right, everyone. So you know how we're going to go with this video. We're just going to cover the market. We're going to cover the pairs that we covered on the weekly outlook, see how it opened on Monday, and potentially see what we can do for the rest of the week. And especially today, try to call a couple of intraday setups as well. So let's see how it's looking like. I'm going to be monitoring the chat, but not as much. So I'm going to be stopping from time to time to have a look at the chat if there are any questions. But of course, let's jump right into it. So if you remember, like from last week, we had this big range on the DXY, right? And it has been a whole, pretty much almost the whole January that we have been chopping around, right? So usually when this happens, I usually say that the market is cooking for something, right? It's preparing for something bigger, right? Because usually when you see a consolidation like this, then it is stacking orders. The market is trying to decide, okay, where do we go next? And what you usually see with such consolidations, right, is usually manipulation. So what happened on the DXY is that we have a very nice macro manipulation, right? So what we have is we have this overall range. And you can see like this range, even within the range, like we have this buy, we have this sell, took out the high, took out the low, then back into the range. From time to time, like we have this buy, we have this little sell, right? Consistently making people buy and sell into that range, right? But then there was like this Tuesday right there and Wednesday and even Thursday that we have this very massive drop. And then of course it was NFP. Last week we had this little pullback. Everybody thought that the market is going to go down on the DXY, but guess what happened? Massive expansion higher. So according to me, I've seen this many times. We also saw it right there. Like if you just scroll a little bit back, you have a range. Overall, the market massively buys above the range, right? Making people think that it's going to go long, and then a massive reversal. What do we have right there? We have a range, massive short, making people that we're going to go short, massive reversal, right? So pretty much this is what we're happening right now. And if you remember what I said on the weekly outlook, if you watched it, I'm sure you did. Man, Euro USD is just dropping right now. I am really FOMO, guys, this week. I'm going to tell you why. What I thought is going to happen is that the market is just going to keep rolling higher, because after NFP, with all of this huge momentum, usually the market is not going to give you like a very big pullback, a higher low formation, and then for it to continue going higher, right? The market just opens and it goes, okay? So I'm going to be jumping more into the intraday timeframes right now so that you can actually see what we do every single day. So after Asian session, right, the market opened with a gap up, filled the gap, kind of, almost. I think there's still a little bit of gap left unfilled right there. But if you really look closely, right, so we had like a breakout structure there, then we have a shift right there. Let me just change my line so that they're a little bit red. Pulls back, and from here it started with the bullish market, right? So there is the first higher low formation, then the market broke structure up again. There is the second higher low formation right there, right? And this is where we had one beautiful long, two beautiful long as a retest, and then the market just expanded. We had a little bit of a protraction during New York, right? This is what the market usually does during like New York. You can see the dead hours. Then we have around just before New York open, we have this very nice sharp spike to the downside to potentially stop out people that are trailing their stop loss, that are already at break even. And then guess what? Another massive expansion yesterday. So that is currently the Dixie. We are very bullish, and I see that I have a very big level on the left, which is probably like a weekly zone that I have, right? Yeah, this is the weekly zone. But again, guys, let's not forget where we are. We did a monthly analysis this week, right? The market is below 50% right now. It took liquidity below this low, massive bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. So I really do think we are about to let off some steam and just expand higher, right, on the Dixie. So we are looking at it even intraday. You can see right now, Asian session formed. We had a little bit of a shift of structure. So the market broke up, the market broke down, created the lower high, created the lower low, lower high, lower low. Actually, as it was making the lower low, it took out the Asian low as liquidity. So if you watched my Asian session range video, you're going to know what I talk about. And then it just expanded higher, right? So currently I'm going really FOMO, really FOMO. I think only one member of my community managed to catch this short, right? I had this one right there. I had this one as a swing trade, but I decided to enter it as an intraday trade. And again, those are the little decisions that you have to make on a daily basis, right? So this trade right now as a swing trade is running 5R. So I would be just hitting TP. But unfortunately, being an intraday trader and trying to get a tight stop loss and this and that, I missed out on this. But currently we are working on a swing strategy. I'm currently backtesting also together with my community. We're going to be forming a strategy that is very suitable for 9 to 5, right? The only thing that you have to do is monitoring the 15-minute and be a master of market structure with our rules. So what happened yesterday on EU? Actually, yesterday I took a stop loss on EU, unfortunately. So this is why I'm a little bit FOMO going forward this week, because I knew that the market is gonna massively roll to the downside this week, and it's always very painful when you miss out those moves, right? I've had this multiple times in my career that we've had clean trending markets, and usually what the market does, it just like rolls like this, right? And when you usually wait for bigger pullbacks, they never come in, right? So yesterday you can see the market open right there. Monday we just had a little bit of a 4 hours of pullback, massive drop. 1, 2, 3, so that's 12 hours of pullback. Right now the market opens, already makes a new 4-hourly lower low. So this is absolutely beautiful price action that we're having right now, right? So guys, let me know in the chat who is short Euro USD. There you go, Michael Godwin. Euro USD hit TP 20 pips. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that's what I want to hear, the short on Euro USD. Yesterday the trade that we took was from right there. Fortunately, we got a stop loss, and only actually the mentor of the Fanatics, we have Hash, he managed to take a 1 to 20 trade on EU precisely from this point right there. Then I tried to take it from here. I didn't provide an entry. Then it actually reversed a little bit higher, and then it just dropped. And you can see when it drops, it just doesn't give any pullbacks, right? There was a little bit of a trade that you could have taken right there, but that's very late, so we don't trade at that time. And yeah, pretty much the trade that we took yesterday was from here. And again, this is why the 1 minute sucks. There was a very little alignment right there, so I took it actually with a sell stop. My entry was right there, the stop loss was there, so I got stop loss right there. And then the market actually did not break above the major zone, which is why again I'm going to be entering into more swing trades nowadays, because I keep missing on the 1 minute and yeah, then missing out on the whole thing, or either get a stop loss, right? Because if you just simply enter it from the middle right there, your stop loss is 5 pips, and then you just nail a masterful trade to the downside. Then what I was looking for a re-entry is to get like a rough pullback around here, right? But the actual entry happened from there. So actually, as I said, I'm entering my community who trades. We have this type of setup. This is our third setup that we have in our strategy, but I don't trust this setup on Euro USD. I only trust it on US30 because I've backtested it thoroughly there. Yeah, this was the trade, right? So that was the trade yesterday. Unfortunately, a lot of us got a stop loss right there. Then a lot of us were waiting for this pullback right there. It did not happen, and then the market just ran up massively away. So that's pretty much the trade of yesterday, and exactly this morning I was watching for it, hence why I actually started 15 minutes late. the analysis. Usually I start 15 minutes earlier so that I can actually catch this one, but unfortunately I missed it. So here we had a little bit of a bullish alignment, precisely right there. The market pulls back, makes a hard low, bullish, bullish, shifted bearish for a little bit, then shifted bullish for a little bit, right? So we're actually bullish at that time. As I was doing my morning analysis for the team, I said, well, we're currently bullish, but by the time I was doing it, precisely right there, we wicked below the major low, right? So at that time we are bearish, right? You know that I currently take wicks as breaks. I don't take bodies. Wicks work great for me, right? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So guys, hopefully you can hear me well and see the charts well, because I'm getting some error for YouTube. Let me know if everything is smooth. I'm just gonna continue. And yeah, so then we asked the question, okay, what is the lower high that caused the break of the lower low? It was that one, right? So then I thought to myself, well, I'm just gonna set a limit right there and then let it go. And this is what I should have done, because again, the market came in, gave a roughly 6 pip stop loss, and then just massively dropped, right? But what I decided to enter is for the 1 minute to shift, and it actually shifted right there. And then again, I had a member taking a trade that looked like this, again with a 5 pip, right? But I was looking for, again, for something tighter, and I was actually expecting this high to go, right? So again, this morning I was a little bit overthinking. I really tried hard to catch the trade, and at the end of the day, I did not execute on anything. I don't think we only had one member from the team, Greg, who took this trade like this, so he's massively running into beautiful profits right now. And again, guys, this trade was called in the morning in my community, but again, everybody executes. We all have the same entry strategy, but we always kind of try to flow. Some of us are gonna take, like, my initial plan was to like enter from here and then keep a stop loss like this, because I didn't want to keep it very tight, right? Some took it with stop loss above right there, and if you have this, then you have to wait for a re-entry if you get a stop loss. There are multiple ways to enter. So lovely price delivery in the EU. I'm really FOMO right now because we're having this massive drop, and who knows when the next drop is going to come in, because right now we're having this massive expansion lower, right? And pretty much the lower high is still this one, right? If you want to drop like a supply zone, it's going to be here. Don't wait for this, guys. So don't wait for this. So what I think is going to happen right now is the market is just massively going to drop. As I said on Saturday as well, we're just going to have a massive trend. No big hourly pullbacks. Although we had a hourly pullback right there, the market is breaking right now, which is good. What I'm going to be looking for going forward is for the market to create little 15-minute pullbacks, then break, and then retest. So that is currently my plan, right? Just wait for a couple of 2 15-minute candles of pullback to create a lower high, then make a new lower low, and then on the retest, you enter without looking for a tight stop loss. So that's pretty much Euro USD, guys. I'm very happy to hear that who took it? Yeah, Michael took it out. On Oanda, there was no boss. Well, yeah, this is why you have to figure out which is the best broker for you. I mean, the data feed, right? Yesterday, I kept looking for a pullback. You know, no, nowadays, right now, in this condition, you do not wait for a pullback. You just, any little pullback is an entry opportunity, right? So enough of EU. This is EU, very bearish, very nice. Let's see if we can manage to catch some pullback. On the other hand, you can see like the JPYs again, guys. I'm just not in the mood right now for breaking down JPYs, because again, I've been breaking down these pairs for like since the beginning of January, all the way until right now. This market has not exited its range. This is the high, this is the low on the 4H. Everything inside is internal, right? So especially Euro Yen, I don't want to trade, right? So again, right now we came into this very big supply. So this supply has been tested once. Yeah, I'm almost here. 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5 times, 6 times right now. So when is it going to break finally? But again, so this is why I don't like JPYs, you know, because they're again a combination of UJ and respectively, for example, in this case, Euro USD. Euro USD is massively dropping right now, so there is no way Euro Yen is going to go up, right? The Euro is very weak, so this one is also going to be flushing. So again, if you're looking to trade this one, then I would recommend that you follow intraday 15-minute momentum, right? So for example, here you are at the lows. The market was bearish on the 15-minute, then the market shifts bullish on the 15. You get a retest, although like we probably would be looking for a retest of here, which again got you missed. Now, if you're really precise according to valid ranges, this is the demand zone that you should be looking at. right? So there is a very simple long, for example, but those are all intraday trades within this very big consolidation. Okay, and if you're looking like for a trade today, well, right now the market is going down. The 50-minute is bearish, so similar to EU, you gotta be waiting for some sort of a pullback, right? The 50-minute lower high is here. So what you can do is either wait for this one to tap and take a short, or wait for the market to create a lower high, break below, and then retest the lower high, and then continue going down. So that's pretty much my plan on EJ, sorry, but I'm gonna be skipping the JPYs because they just don't look very good. Aussie dollar played out very nicely. So hopefully some of you guys that are trading AU managed to catch some trades on this one. So again, like if I just zoom out very big, we just commented last week that the market massively reacted from this weekly zone. But you know, I keep repeating, don't draw this, right? Because all you're going to be getting is reactions, and then the market breaks above those levels, right? Right now we're having that same reaction, but as you can see, the weekly time frame is pretty bullish. We made this massive push. We made this very nice pullback. So again, we can either be in a pullback in order to continue going higher, right? Or of course, this could be the zone that might cause the reversal on AU. So what I really like about AU is that it's also bearish on the daily. If you remember, broke the high on the daily, broke the low on the daily. So we're bearish on the daily as well. And the 40 time frame is also bearish right now. By the way, guys, last night we had interest rate on the Aussie, hiked the rate by 25 basis points as expected. And there is a little bit of a detail right here, is that precisely right there we have a break of structure. And if you are taking wicks as breaks, right, there is a 4-hourly trend change right now. So the market has actually turned bullish. However, there are times when you have to make a little exception, right? Look at the DXY, it's massively going up. Look at EU, it's massively dumping, right? So I do think that this one took out the high during the interest rate just to grab liquidity, and it's going to continue dropping lower. Again, I do think AU accumulated enough. Like you can see, did the same pattern, like a little range, massive move down, massive move up, right? People thought that here we're going short. People thought here that we're going long, and then the market just drops, okay? So if you get any opportunity to short AU, short it. So this morning, the 50-minute was still bullish, and that was the most recent 50-minute higher low formation. And I said to my team, well, don't trade from here, just wait for it to break, wait for it for the market to align bearish, and then we go short. So currently what we have is actually a bearish 50-minute structure, right? What caused the break? We can take a zone like that. And what I'm going to be looking for in AU is for the market to pull back within right there, right? Pull back right there, and then go to the 1 minute and take a trade. But I'm getting a little bit tired of the 1 minute because the 1 minute works great, especially when you're like in a little bit of a consolidation. So you get that extra confirmation. But like today on EU, you cannot be looking for a 1 minute confirmation on London Open, which usually gives you lots of momentum, right? So the guys that took it with a bigger stop loss as a swing, they won the trade, right? So that's AU. This is my view on AU. Just be a little bit aware that the market has shifted bullish, and then make sure to draw this demand, right? Because as the market comes into this demand, you can start having like a little bit of a reaction, right? Or maybe just like a consolidation, but then eventually I do think it's gonna break, because the overall sentiment of the market right now is again bullish DXY and bearish rest of the pairs. So let's see, this is my setup on AU. Again, if you have a little pullback and then it breaks and makes a new lower low, then keep following the new ranges, right? And then just look for a new pullback and then keep following the flow, right? Don't get married like I want to short from here and then wait for this to happen, right? Or do you want to like have a level in the past like that is very far on the left? No, just flow with the market and follow the most recent structure. Those are, according to me, the most powerful trades you can take. Aussie yen, again, I really don't want to break this down, but as I said, like in the weekly outlook and setups, it's starting to short-term become bearish, right? It's kind of, I think it was still, yeah, it's still bearish on the daily, trading within this leg. On the 4-hourly time frame, it's also shifted bearish. So here we broke the high, broke the low, lower low, and right now the market is pulling back towards the lower high. So if you have a look, I had 3 outcomes on this one. Either a straight break, this one did not happen, a pullback, like a pullback into this wick right there, and then a break, or a pullback into the lower high formation and then potentially a short. So you can see this outcome is kind of playing out so far. We pulled back into the major lower high. We grabbed this high as liquidity. So that's pretty good. So right now what you have to be doing is dropping onto the 50-minute time frame, waiting for the market to align, which it just did. And right now I give a green signal if I was trading this pair to potentially take a short, right? So you got to watch out that, of course, we have the extreme right there. This is pretty much the manipulation. So again, guys, I want you to start spotting those patterns, right? So you see we have an overall range right there, massive move up, making people think that the market is going down. But with this up, right? This makes people think that the market is going to go up. But with this move up, we tap into 4-hourly supply on the left. So this is why top-down analysis is key, because if you don't know that the 4-hourly is bearish, and if you don't know that this is the 4-hourly supply, you're going to be like, okay, well, why did the market drop from here? But it's because of that. And right now, as the 50-minute has become bearish, it's time to start actually looking for our intraday trades. So I am calling a short on AJ. If this level breaks, right, that's fine. Then what you simply do is wait for another shift of structure, right? I don't really think it's going to come to hunt the Asian high, because pretty much the Asian session was the hunt into the highs, right? So I see like it possible to hunt from there and then align, right? So I'm going to give you 3 outcomes. There it is, right? As usual, there is no singular outcome that's going to happen. Just make sure to flow, and trading is all about probabilities, right? You got to strike on them all. And if you lose 1 hour, you lose 2 hour, but then if you win 5 hour, then you're good to go, right? So let's see how this one plays out. NU. So NU pretty similar, pretty much exactly the same development as the Aussie, right? We came in, we immediately on Sunday, we break this low. So I forecasted that this low could be taken, got taken, little pullback, lower low. And right now what we have is again, similar wick. That wick's above the previous lower high, right? That again could potentially signify a reversal. But again, I'm just thinking a little bit logical here. The whole market right now is down. So this break of structure right there might not be very significant. Okay. So as you can see, NU is already kind of tapping into this demand, right? But again, what I'm going to say is follow the 50 minutes. So if the 50 minute is bearish, you follow the bearish market, because this is what the market is currently doing. It's going down, right? According to me, yeah, this is tough. This is not valid range, but yeah, we can take it from here. According to me, it aligned from here, and even if you take it from there, there has been a bearish alignment right now on NZD USD, right? And currently it's going to come and retest this zone. So how high probability that is? Not a lot, because again, technically we are in a bullish market on the Forex right now. So it's possible that the Aussie and the NZD actually start making a big push to the upside. So be mindful of that. And again, similar to what I just said on the Aussie JPY, this is the current zone that I'm going to be looking to short. Come in right there. If you wish, take it aggressively from the 15 minute or wait for a lower time frame entry setup. If this one breaks, then wait for a new alignment bearish and go short. Or also, like if you're just following 15 minute, if this becomes bearish, then bullish, try to take a long. Why not? Right? Because again, you never know where the market is going. But again, it's going to be counter to what is currently happening across the markets, right? So this is my view right now on NU. Let's check out by the time we end up this analysis if it's going to be pulling back towards the zone, so we can look for a short. Or once again, if it just forms a lower high, right, and then it keeps dropping lower, then you gotta keep following that flow. So let's see. I don't like that the Aussies and the NZDs have kind of made this little 4-hourly shift of structure right there, but let's see how that was gonna go. NJ. So yeah, NJ does kind of the same as we have on AJ, but just look at that, guys, right, on the daily time frame. It's just ranging, it's staying from this high to this low. It's like this high formed on the 28th of December, and we still haven't broken the low that formed on the 3rd of January or the high on the 28th of December, right? So that is a very, very choppy market. But then going on to the Forex went up, then went down, then went up, then went up again, and right now it's kind of starting to shift a little bit down. So same analysis on what we did with AJ, right? It pulled back into the major lower high. The 4-hourly time frame right now is bearish. We are potentially having that same bearish alignment precisely happening right here, right? Then of course we would like to short the market from here. Didn't give us a pullback. Then we have another breakout structure, didn't give us a pullback. And right now we have another breakout structure that is just about to give us a pullback. Okay. So oftentimes what it's possible is right now we have 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be an A, B, C, and then the market is going to drop. Okay, so this is like another little minor detail of the market. But again, so if the market reverses here, if it breaks the zone, then you have a bullish 15-minute, then you just wait for it to come in right there, give you a little alignment, and then you still strike on the short. Okay, so I am going to call short buys, guys, on the JPYs, right? So AJ, NJ, and EJ. EJ is kind of tricky, but also I'm going to call shorts on the JPY. So if you're trading JPYs, let me know, guys, if you are also looking for shorts on the JPYs and if you agree with my analysis. So very important to have a look at UJ. Like, look at that, guys. So this one is not good right now. So UJ being impacted. So USD JPY is a USD pair, right? What is currently the USD doing? It's massively pumping higher. Okay, so this strength of the DXY is brought onto the JPY. Sorry, onto USD JPY. All right, so all the JPYs are kind of looking bearish. Why? Because their main pair is bearish, but USD JPY, which kind of measures the strength of the Japanese yen, it's super bullish. So there is a very big confusion right now. The main pair is down and the USD JPY pair is up. So what is going to happen on pairs like Euro Yen, AJ, NJ? They're going to chop around, right? So this is why I always say you either better trade only UJ or you better trade the USD pair, like Euro USD, NZD USD, Aussie USD, right? So again, this one heavily bearish. I think we had, I expected this one to break. It broke, and then I started expecting like to see what's going to happen from here. And I was actually bullish, because if this one breaks, then the hourly turns bullish, because this is our major hourly, well, it's not, this is our majorly hourly lower high. It made a lower low right there. So the range we were trading in within was this. We stayed in this range for quite a while, and breaking this high right now makes a 4-hourly trend change. So if I just remove this, make it like this, 4-hourly trend change, and what we have right now already happening, right? The market pushed, higher low, higher high, right there. And what it's doing right now is pulling back for a new higher low formation, and it could potentially start expanding higher. And this is why right now trading the JPY pairs is not very good, because right now, like if UJ expands higher and we look for shorts on the JPYs, then not very good, right? So far you can see like UJ is intraday bearish, right? It's pulling back towards this higher time frame zone. Came in inside, wicked a little bit. Yeah, you can see right now it's going to come in again. So what I'm going to tell you on UJ is if you have a top right there inside and then the market aligns bullish like this, then it's high quality to go long like this. Why? Because the 4-hourly time frame is bullish. Okay. But also if you wish to follow intraday trades, right, and you think that there is a short-term bearishness, right, wait for this to retest and then take a short, because currently this is our major lower high supply right there, right? So this is how I look at UJ right now. It's tapping into a bullish zone. It's an overall bullish market on the 4-hourly time frame, but currently the 50-minute is bearish. So we either follow the 50-minute. There is, by the way, a very high chance that we actually break below this 4-hourly zone. And if this 4-hourly zone breaks, then we become bearish on the 4-hourly as well. And that's when we can have bearishness on the JPYs, right? But of course, this is a little bit long term. Let's see how it plays out today. And of course, then you know how to adapt, right? So that is USD yen. Let me quickly check the chat. Yeah, exactly, Majid. Yeah, the JPYs are pretty tricky right now. Policies of Bank of Japan. Then of course you have way too many variables, right? You have a bullish overall USD right now, which brings a lot of strength on USD yen, and then the yen pair is very uncertain in all of this. So not a very good time to be trading the JPYs. UCAD, yeah, this pair, I've never resonated with this pair. I know a lot of you guys are loving this pair. I never loved it. Like USD CAD and USD Swiss franc, never. I traded those pairs 3 years ago when I was trading like 40 pairs. I never loved them, right? So what we have right there is an overall bullish market. So if hourly break up, there we also have hourly break up. What caused the break? This is a higher low formation. So exactly the same, well, not exactly, but overall similar price action to USD JPY. Overall, they are USD pairs, right? Just keep in mind always the CAD, right? The CAD here is a very different variable because the CAD, of course, they have their own interest rates, they have currency. The interest rate on CAD is very close to the US dollar, hence why I think UCAD is usually overall consolidating and it's not like really massively trending, right? If you just zoom out a little bit, right? This is why I don't love UCAD, is that because it has a range, maybe a short-term uptrend, then like another range, up, down, and right now it's kind of chopping around. It has some periods of an uptrend right there when like there is something happening. This is usually, I think CAD was very much correlated to oil, right? So you gotta watch out for that. But currently in terms of market structure, it is bullish. We're pulling back into supply and this is what we want to see on UJ, right? So for example, right now we broke down, we aligned bullish. What I tell you from a forward zone, you wait for 50 minutes to align bullish and then you press the long button, right? So if you're a swing trader, there's your trade and right now you're running it into the highs. We had another breakout structure right there, right? So currently what you can be looking for is this valid? No. So yeah, the major high low is here. So just keeping this in mind, but you can try to long from there because this is also a valid demand zone. Okay, so on UCAD, I'm currently looking for a long from here or for a long from there. This is when the low time frames can come in place. Dropping right there, waiting for a liquidity grab, waiting for the 1 minute to align, and then entering the trade. Okay. By the way, guys, I am gonna be publishing 4 videos in the upcoming 4 to 5 weeks, and they're gonna be amazing. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited. But yeah, this is UCAD. I'm looking for longs. Forward is long, tapping into forward zone. 50 minute is long. So if you're looking to trade this pair, long, right? Be careful where you place your stop loss though. Exactly right there, a little bit dangerous to be the safe stop loss is right there. So if you're trading with bigger stop losses, like yeah, you can do something like this, right? Or you can just wait for the market to come in right there and have a tight stop loss. So again, this is not 100%, right? So always make sure to flow with the market and don't listen to my signals, right? Do your own analysis. But this is how I currently look at USD CAD. Look at GU, right? So very massive sharp impulse down on London Open today. GU is also flushing to the downside. What are those X's right there? I've done something in the weekly outlook, right? So yeah, bearish market. When did we open? Where is it? Yeah, we open right there. Opens, flushes down, pulls back again. We actually formed, like you can see what kind of pullback I was looking for. No way, bro. You cannot be looking for this pullback. So yeah, we had like a little zone right there, but then you can see it wicked the high, then came in again. So probably there were a lot of intraday plays on GU. Let me know, guys. Oh, I think yesterday if you traded GU, you could have been a little bit wrecked. Took out Asia high, went down, took out again, went down, took it out again. Yeah, then the profitable trade is right there. Right after all the liquidity grabs, if you took that one, then you're golden, right? Then it went down, it went up, pushed down. Actually, this push down created a 4-hourly break structure. Then the market comes into 4-hourly supply zone. And what it does, it's similar to EU, just took out the Asian range and then said goodbye. Like in this case, GU did not even provide a setup, while EU just said short me, right? Took out the Asian high, broke the 50-minute structure, came in for a retest, right? So as you can see what is doing EU right now, by the way, guys, going a little bit off topic. Wow, I think I fall in love with your analysis. Big Navi. Are you listening? Yes, I'm listening, but stop with the hearts. Okay, you're expecting gold. I'm going into gold. So yeah, what I was telling you guys earlier on EU, what I'm currently looking at is to have like 2 candles of pullback, which we're currently having. Then if the market starts to drop and breaks this structure, then I'm going to be shorting from here. Okay, so this is going to take time, but be patient. I don't see it right now going all the way up here, but if it comes in right there, I'm just going to slap a short trade right there and then maybe do something like this, right? Because I'm tired of missing trades, but let's see what happens. So GU, same story. Right now it's massively dropping, so there is nothing much you can do, right? Wait, this is GJ. I was getting confused a little bit. Come on. All right, there it is. So yeah, we're having a very impulsive pullback right now, so that's good. So what you can do in GU right now is take a bigger zone like this, which could be like an hourly supply zone, right? And then just wait for the market to come in right there and then drop to a lower time frame to be looking for an entry right there. Or the next situation is the market breaks down, then you just look for a new lower high and continue lower. That's it, guys. Nothing more than that. The 4 hourly is bearish. We go short until we're wrong. I have like a zone on the left. Yeah, because the weekly is bullish. The weekly is bullish, but again, we know that overall also the monthly was bearish. So we had a little bit of a discussion on GU on the weekly outlook, right? Just follow the recent trend. 4 hourly is bearish, 50-minute is bearish. So your best bet is to go short. So if you can find your short, great. Okay, this is the 2 outcomes that I'm currently looking at. GJ as well. So what GJ did is a very nice liquidity grab. So you can see this was a major lower high. The market came in, reacted from that lower high, giving us a couple of shorts on Monday. Came in, took out all the stop losses. And right now, it's very good, actually, that the 4 hourly time frame is shifting down. And then you have like a big zone like this, which we would like to probably refine on another time frame. But yeah, so you can see yesterday, maybe you could have taken a long somewhere right there in GJ. Did any of you guys trade GJ yesterday? I'm thinking you could have taken a long right there, right? But you were also sitting in a 4 hourly supply thinking that the market is going to go down. So rather tricky situation. But we took out this high. We aligned bearish on the 50-minute right there. And right now the market is rolling down. Okay, so once again, similar to OJPY's short bias, like a very recent base. So we have base drop supply right there is here. So if you get in right there, look for an entry setup or just take it aggressively. Or again, look for a new lower high, lower low, and then retest of the last one. Very simple. So all we have to do right now is wait because we missed on that initial drop, right? So that's it. Let's have a look at gold. A lot of you guys are loving gold. I don't know why you love gold so much. It's fast. It's probably making fast money. Gold did not do much. So you can see my outlook was to have a pullback and then to have a lower low. It made the pullback. It tried to push and it failed to make a new lower low. This is immediately a red flag. Why? Because if this lower high failed to make a new lower low, then it usually becomes liquidity. So this one could be taken before we make a drop. So this is the first macro outcome that I'm calling in on gold. Okay. Of course, guys, probably everything is bearish. Again, same situation right there. Just going back to what I taught you a little bit earlier. Range, take out the high, take out the low, take out the high again. And again, with the manipulation, usually the final manipulation is going to drive into something that is on the left. In this case, we had like a very strong weekly supply on the left, right? So right now it's very easy to say that the market is bearish. So the high probability setup is to go short. The question is how, right? Yesterday it took out the Asian high, reversed 15-minute bearish. Then I personally, if I was trading gold, I would be looking to short from here. It didn't come back. Break a structure down right there. Then you again flow with the market. You could be looking to short from here. You take a short, maybe break even, maybe a stop loss. It came in, liquidated this high, then went down again, right? Then you're going to be looking to short from here. Came in, reacted, still failed to break lower. And yeah, this morning it just aligned actually bullish. And it's currently doing some nonsense, right? It aligned bullish, then bearish, then bullish again, and right now bearish again, right? So the last alignment is bearish right now, and you could be looking to short from here. But guys, this just does not look right to me. So we tapped, okay, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Usually the supply and demand zones that are sitting at a potential 4-hourly lower high in this case. So if you remember this pullback, this is the 4-hourly push. This is the 4-hourly pullback. This is the highest point that the pullback has come into. And this point caused a trend change. The supply zone within this kind of lower high formation is going to be very strong. So the market can run away, can run away, can run away. But if it comes back to the zone, it usually responds, right? So this is what we have right now, right? It came in, reacted, and here we have a bullish break, right? And right now we have a bearish break. So technically the line bearish, and if you're like right now looking to trade, you should be like on the 1 minute looking for an entry right there. However, I really don't trust this one with all the choppiness that is happening. But guys, I'm calling shorts on gold. So if I was to take a trade right now, I would be looking right there how to take a short trade, right? Or then again, as I said, on my macro outlook, I'm going to be looking for this high to be taken, right? And then I'm going to be looking for the 50-minute to get bearish and then start following the trend. This is the high probability setup, okay? Because here right now, the market is going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. So it's just building up for something. And you can have like another one of these formations. You have a range, massive move up, and then starts moving down. Okay, so be careful with gold. Guys, let me know in the comments, what are you looking for gold? I know a lot of you are short, right? So let me know what you're looking. Big Navi, what are you looking on gold? Are you looking to short? Are you looking for long? Where are you gonna short and long from? Let me know, right? So you can see right now, look at the rejection. Why? Well, because we don't have a 1 minute breakout structure yet, right? So the 1 minute breakout structure was down there, right? And right now it's still bullish. So what we can look for right now is for it actually to break and then take a short. So wait for it, right? And if we break this high again, then I would say then wait for another bearish alignment. So if this happens right now, right, then wait for this one to break, because then this is going to be your major higher low. So give it some time. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to come at the end of it. Let's check out some indices. US 30. I like trading US 30 a lot. I already have data on it. I'm going to start live trading it. However, what we have on US 30 right now is this very big range. So the range starts from here and it ends right there. This is the quality range, and we have been in this range since the 1st of February. So it's not a very long time, by the way, right? It's just like 7 days, a week, right? But then jumping on the 50-minute, this same quality range is the same range on the 15-minute. And what I do is I flow with 15-minute structure, and I cannot flow with 15-minute structure that is doing this. So currently to me, US 30 is untradeable. It's not tradable. So what I'm looking for, guys, is, yeah, it's very boring. It's not nice. You can see here what happens is you have a range, you have up, down, you have up, down, you have down, up, you have again down, up. It's just also, it's also cooking for something, right? So there is going to be a move anytime soon. So what I wait for right now is either a break of this low or a break of this high, because this is my main range. And currently I don't want to be stuck exactly in the middle of this pair. Okay. So US 30, untradeable. I am just looking for the market to break out. I have a couple of community members that are trading the internal structure, right? So for example, this short right there, that was great. There was a beautiful winning trade yesterday on Monday that my community took. But again, this is minor structure. It's internal. It's internal of this whole range. And that's fine to trade it. It's, however, not very high probability, because essentially you're trading in a range, right? So that's US 30. I'm just looking for a breakout before I get the high quality trend and setups. NASDAQ. Look at that line, right? Did I forecast that line? Yeah, this one actually got tested out on Thursday. And right now we are pulling back a little bit. So nothing much to do on NASDAQ as well, right? So it came in, took out this high. It's still bullish on the daily. It's still bullish on the quality time frame. This is our quality demand zone. The market pushed, and right now we are in a little bit of a pullback mode. So if you want to trade something on NASDAQ, then you drop to the 50-minute time frame, right? And you wait for shorts potentially, because we're trading in a pullback, or you look for the market to align longs and trade with the quality trend. But just looking at it, yesterday, like, I don't like NASDAQ. This is why I don't trade NASDAQ. Asian took out the low, went up, stopped right there, took out the low, took out the high, and then it just reverses, right? I trade trending markets, and NASDAQ is usually the one that does lots of liquidity grabs. So NASDAQ, if you like NASDAQ, you're gonna like GU. If you like GU, you're gonna like NASDAQ, right? Because both of those are like making liquidity grabs and then trading away from those liquidity grabs, right? So just be mindful of this. This one does not work good with just following 50-minute trend. Okay, so yeah, pretty much even if I zoom in right there, like, again, look at that. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, right? So right now, if you really ask me what I'm going to be looking for, well, again, I'm just going to say shorts. This is my range, and I'm going to be looking to short from here, right? But this just looks low probability to me. Keeping in mind, we are currently in a range, right? And I wouldn't touch much of NASDAQ right now. And again, guys, make sure, wow, Big Navi, please, if you don't stop, I might have to, let me put you on a timeout. All right, I put you on a timeout, Big Navi, because you're really spamming. Took a short yesterday, dropped to the gap, then goes a beautiful block fire. Which pair was that? Poe is there. Poe, I still have to give you access to the community. Did you send me an email? Please check out NASDAQ. Well, Dark Vader, this is NASDAQ, right? So I'm not really 100% on it. I would wait for something more. But again, right now, keep in mind you're trading within this hourly range. You're already below 50%. So if you get a bullish alignment, then you can look for a long, because again, the macro analysis is long. But if you get bearish alignment as well, you can try to go short. So that's NASDAQ, and pretty much S&P is exactly the same, right? It also has a push. It's also making a pullback, right? And currently it's just doing funky stuff, right? Asian range, down, up, down, up, down. Similar setup right now, right? So guys, I would be a little bit skeptical with trading NASDAQ and S&P. And also US 30 is very good for me because US 30 is just in a very big range right now. So I just don't touch it. Okay. Crypto, I'm not going to be touching on crypto right now. It's still ranging. So yeah. Which pair should we go back to? So let's have a look what happened while we speak. We had a massive expansion, DXY taking out previous daily high and massively reacting down, right? Euro USD also initiating a pullback right now. So I'm going to be looking for it to either come inside this zone and then look for an entry, or then continue breaking lower. By the way, guys, there is a chance that this one also reverses higher. I've seen this happen before, right? Taking out previous daily low and then initiating like a big pullback, because we are also a little bit extended, and we already had like 1 sell-off day, 2 sell-off day, 3 sell-off day, right? So we have actually like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and we can start having like the ABC. Omo, wonderful. I'm gonna send you, so go to my educational channel, and there is a video on the Asian session range. You're gonna learn all about that there. I'm planning to enter gold in Big Navi. You enter from another account. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. EU right now, shorts. Let's see how it goes. JPYs. Yeah, you can see AU, for example, right? That was the range. It's already breaking it. And this is why, of course, sometimes like the 1 minute is always going to save you. Because if I jump on the 1 minute, yeah, this is not a valid, this is not a valid high or low, right? So this is not a 1 minute alignment. So just so you know, right? So you don't take a short right there. JPYs are pulling back. NZDs as well, just around to break. So again, it's getting a little bit tricky right now. After the first sell-off, the JPYs are down. The USDs are starting to kind of push us back a little bit. GU is pulling back. Gold, I'm planning to enter gold 1867. What is it again? 1867.70. You're planning to enter from here. Okay, so that's a long trade. Well, yeah, well, okay. Again, I'm not gonna try to prove you wrong or something, right? 1867 here, it doesn't look like a very important level to me, especially for long, keeping in mind that we're in a short market right now, right? So if actually we start trending down, I wouldn't really recommend it to long from here, because we could be going already towards making a lower low. But again, don't listen to me, listen to your own analysis, okay? So what we have right now is, as I told you guys, a short. Let's see if actually it was provided. Well, yeah, so here you have a breakup. Right now, the 1 minute is down. So you could either already be short from here, or right now looking for a pullback to enter into a short. I do think this is a trade worth taking, just taking the bullet. And if it gets your stop loss, then you look for another one. So gold shorts are kind of looking good. Check alt NZD, Nebraska. Okay, I've never looked at that pair, but I'm going to do it for you. Ooh. So you sold. Okay, so if I just look at the structure, right, and just break it down quickly. Break up, break down, break down, break down, break up, bullish. Pull back into demand, push, pull back into demand, push. according to me, so who was it again? Nebraska. Aussie NZD is bullish, according to me. Why? Well, because this is where we shifted bullish. That is demand. Then the market aligned internally. That was demand as well. So top inside, massive engulfing candle. There is another break and there is another demand. So if you enter short right now, be quick with your take profit, right? Don't expect something like this, although it can happen again. So don't listen to me. I don't know what's going to happen in the market. I would suggest that if you're short right now, like from a level like this, then take your profits fast, right? And then look to see what's going to happen potentially, right? So if I jump on the 50-minute time frame, the 50-minute is heavily bullish, right? So be careful with the short, okay, Nebraska. So be careful. The quality is bullish according to me. Nasdaq is still in the range. I wait for a breakout. Yeah. Big Navi saying, right, we can enter from there. What Big Navi? QWERTY Sync. Don't listen to Big Navi. Don't listen to anyone. Don't even listen to me. Only listen to yourself. What does your analysis say? Right. So Big Navi, just enter 1867.70. Big Navi, you're very funny. Okay, 1867.70. Well, let's see. Let's see, guys. Big Navi signals. I'm going all in Big Navi. But if I lose, I come back to you and you're gonna deposit back in my trading account. Do we have a deal? Let me know. Any other final questions, guys, before we wrap it up? Hopefully you enjoyed the analysis. I think we're having some very nice trending markets right now. It's all about actually getting into a trade. Like, for example, already for me yesterday, I'm a little bit in a FOMO mood because I missed like all of that move right there, and I missed the move today. So not very good. So let me know, guys. Did you take any trades yesterday? I think some of you took some TPs. I just trade in demo. QWERTY, don't listen. All right, well, guys, if there aren't any other questions, I guess I'm just gonna wrap it up. GA, Marek. This is also a pair that I don't resonate with. Let's check it out. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do weekly. Weekly looks bearish. Daily looks bearish. So yeah, daily definitely looks bearish, by the way. So on the daily, you have this right there. And then if I jump on 4H, so 4H, yeah, 4H is also still bearish. So this really depends on your rules, if this is a pullback or not, right? According to me, it's not. But I have specific rules. So to me, this is the high, this is the low. The market pulls back, taps into the daily supply, massive reaction, internal bearish alignment. So my bias is shorts. Marek. Shorts, the question is, how do you get in? Well, you can get in by either following the 50-minute trend or again, waiting for another like push into the highs towards this zone. So currently, yeah, it's just starting to very nicely flow to the downside, right? Just right now we had a break of structure, so you can be looking to enter like the most recent zone is here, right? But knowing GA, it might come in like liquidate a little bit higher and then start going down. But again, if you want my bias, it's sells. It sells. The quality is bearish, the daily is bearish, the weekly is bearish. So potentially we can be looking for this pair to go on and make a new lower low, right? The question is, how are you gonna get in? Aussie dollar, man, we covered Aussie dollar already, so maybe you gotta go and rewatch it because I did a comprehensive analysis that we broke the volatility to the upside. The 50-minute aligned bearish, and right now it's kind of returning back into this range. So according to me right now, Aussie dollar is not very tradable precisely right now, right? So keep in mind we had like the interest rate, and on the Aussie that we're having a little volatility break right there. If you take wicks as breaks, right? So be careful. Spot crude. So do I do crude oil futures? Do I do yeah, let me do futures. I'm not sure if that's the same. Yeah, so crude looks like a JPY pair. Daily range comes in, it's overall bearish. Forward time frame right now, it's definitely bearish. This is the most recent range on the 4H. We're tapping inside. I'm gonna be dropping to the 50-minute right now and looking for a bearish alignment in order to go with the volatility, with the volatility trend. So looking for something like this on oil, or like follow it until it's long and then just wait for the alignment and then going short. That's because we're bearish on FOH. Yeah, there is US oil, Marek. I think this is oil futures. But pretty much I do think they're gonna be the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. So exactly what I said, the same. All right, guys, it's been an hour. I don't want to keep those very long. Usually, like, the outlooks are 20 minutes when I did them. Then the live are going like 1 hour. So hopefully you extracted some value. Mahdi, very good to see you, my bro, here. See you in the community. We're logging in back, trying to short the EU bastards. Take profit after the empty grabs. Is that valid? And using 5-minute time frame. Again, block fire. This is your strategy. So again, just do what works for you. Don't listen to anybody else. All right, Majid, good to see you, brother. All right, guys, I'm going to close it. I see the views are kind of dropping and starting to consolidate. So I wish you an absolutely incredible day, an absolutely incredible week. Make sure to focus and try to catch some very good trades because we have a lot going on right now. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, and stay tuned for some educational content. So wishing you all the best and see you on my next video. Bye-bye.